A while back, I saw a Twitter post from Stinky Katie about trying to picture a red apple in your head. Some people, like head number 1, saw a full detailed red apple in their brain, while others, like head number 5, saw nothing. So, curiosity got the best of me and I imagined a red apple in my head. To my surprise, I was the number 5 head. No red apple, nothing. Interestingly, I know what a red apple looks like, but for some reason, I couldn't visualize the red apple in my head. This is called aphantasia. According to memoryos.com, it's a psychophysical condition characterized by the lack of ability to build and construct mental images, create abstract concepts, or easily visualize objects. In contrast to aphantasia, aka people who relate to the number 5 head, there's hyperphantasia, aka people who relate to the number 1 head. They have a photorealistic imagination with the ability to visualize an unlimited amount of situations and environments. What's even more interesting is that aphantasia can also affect your other senses in your imagination, according to aphantasia.com. Some people with aphantasia cannot hear sounds, imagine smells, taste, movements, or touch using their imagination. So, with this info, I decided to test out how much of my aphantasia affects my imagination in all regards. First, we know I can't see a red apple in my head, so X mark to the vision. What about smell and taste? When I try to imagine my mom's kimchi jjigae, I can't really smell the soup, or can I taste it? It's curious because I've had it my whole life, and I know what it physically tastes like when it's presented in front of me. But when I try to close my eyes and imagine taking a spoonful of it, nothing. I can't taste it, I can't see it, and I can't smell it. So all this information got me thinking, how did I create all my animated projects and all my drawings and all my doodles? I think what I've learned about myself and how I draw is I always need a reference, and it makes sense now. Since I can't see any images in my head, having any kind of reference, whether that be a music reference or an image reference, is helpful. The way I see reference is it's a groundwork for me in which I can build my creative ideas on top of. The more references I have, the more my foundation is stronger and the more creative ideas I can build on top of it. It took me such a long time to understand this concept of creating art in your own way and what fits for you. There is no right way of making art because if there was, every art would look exactly the same, and that isn't the case.